Well, welcome everyone. Guess what we're up to? We're doing some dry washing.
We're gonna do some serious dry washing. So I'm going to set up my dry washer right here, and there's a very specific reason why I want to be right here. Because we are going to be working up this way. Now, I don't want to carry buckets upstream. I always want to be carrying buckets downstream, so that makes it nice and simple. So just keep going downhill, nice and gravity's on my side. I started digging right here, but then Adam stopped me. He's like, wait, show him. So if you guys see this, I put a low spot right here. And then I filled it in with soft sand. And now I'm adding a high point of soft sand. And there's a very specific reason for that. Let me get some more soft sand in there. So basically, these are going to be my adjustments. The way I can adjust my entire machine up or down if I need to. So, yeah. So we got the 151 here. Now, if you guys all are familiar with it, there is 3 settings on this. So basically that's how much pitch is going to be on your screen. Now, a lot of people go to the very least. Some like the middle. I like the steepest setting possible. The reason being is it's going to give me more fall for my tails. So that's why I was working on this over here, is because of see how easy this is? Well, you gotta line them up just right at the same time. It's kind of tricky. But, got 1, got 2. Yeah, we should do that again so I don't look so embarrassed. No?
Not at all. Those things can be a pain.
Yeah, I mean, everybody needs to know that. That can happen. Even a boulder dash. So while I have it laying down on its whatever that's called, while I have it laying down, I want to put the box on. Down there, you got to come around so you can kind of see the snaps. So I don't know if you guys can see these snaps here. 1, number 2. Come on this side. What I like to do is put my little wire thing right on this hook here, so that way when I pick it up, it stays. All right. Ooh, I'm liking it.
Wow.
It's gonna be perfect.
It's almost set up.
It is gonna be a good one. Take a look on this side.
Sweet.
So as I was first saying, or just saying a little bit ago, how I put it on the first setting here. So normally everyone will have it like this steep. The problem with that is when you shovel or put buckets on there, it all wants to ram and try and get out the hole at the same time. So the solution is have this lower, and now I can adjust. So if I want, I can even come higher. So if I have really dry material, it'll self-feed. And we literally have gotten it so good that it doesn't even clog up. 4-pound rock. The reason I have a weight on there is to hold all this down. So if you have no weight, then the box is too light for the air coming up through there. It basically just shakes your gold right out of your box, and you aren't even knowing it. But putting a weight or even your hand on it makes the hugest difference. Oh man. So tie that thing on there. Hopefully. Okay. So, and if I don't like that side, I can switch to the other side. So I brought a different box today because this one was in the best shape, but it doesn't have So as the day goes along, it's important not to step on this or kick this or pull it. You don't want this to pull your box into the side or anything like that. You want it right to be in the middle if you can. And this goes to your motor, which is self-explanatory.
We're lucky we have a pretty breezy day, so you always want to place your motor or your intake for your air supply upwind from the dry washer. You do not want the dust from the dry washer being sucked into your air system and then blowing into your riffle tray, which would go backwards and it will clog your riffle tray.
Yeah, it literally sticks to the cloth in there and it just can't breathe. You know, it's like an air conditioner in your house. If it gets too dirty, it doesn't work, it doesn't breathe. A level. Very important to be level. You might have to switch angles. So my first attempt, you look and I'm nearly in the bubble. Like, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, not bad.
So the thing with the sand is I can lean it either way, this way, that way, and just kind of get it wherever I want and get it stationary. It looks like it needs to go just a hair this way, and it's gonna move over time anyways when you're throwing buckets on it and stuff anyways, but that's, I call it good, especially on number 2. Look at that.
Yeah, it's dead plumb.
First try. That was lucky. Let's get our rocks on there. Next I want to put some rocks right here. The reason I want to put weight on the back is so when I throw a 50-pound bucket up here, it doesn't just flip over. Ask me how I know about that.
How do you know about that?
I did that. It's probably fine. A lot of people wonder about how much to open this. You can probably look through here maybe. I don't know if you can or not. So normally if I have my glove on and I put my finger in there, it's just tight on my knuckle right here with a glove on. So I don't have a glove on, but it should be right there. Because you don't want it too open and you don't want it too closed. You need a steady flow, and about enough at my knuckle with a glove on lets enough material to flow pretty even. All right, cool. I like it. What do you think about the pitch? Nice and steep, right?
Yeah, it looks actually pretty good.
So do you guys notice the pitch of my dry washer is quite steep? Like, a lot of people are going to probably in the comments say, well, that's the wrong way, and I definitely disagree. What it's actually creating is what would you call it, an eddy or a dead spot. So with it steeper, it actually lets it, I don't know, it's hard to explain. All I know is when you're flat like this, your gold will just float right across. when you're down steep like this, then it has a place for the heavies to stay. And they'll stay right here, and everything else will keep clear here, and that way it's basically creating a dead spot, kind of like how water works. So, because that's what you're really wanting, is it to flow like water evenly. So you actually want all your sand and dirt to be even the whole way. If you've got sand going to one side and just staying and bouncing too much, or coming across and zigzagging, something's wrong. It should literally look like water flowing. Like it should be an even thing of dirt all the way off to the bottom. Especially when it's pouring off the end, it should be even. It should be the same amount. That's pretty cool. It's experience and practice, and the more you do something, the better you're going to be at it. But you gotta mess up to know. And this is what I've developed over years, and I don't know, hundreds of hours of dry washing. So there's things that work, and there's things that definitely don't work, and you want things that work, because it will definitely rob you. And I learned some valuable lessons in the beginning, like finding a lot of gold in my tailings off this dry washer, because I was running it wrong. Nobody taught me. I mean, there's no diagrams, there's no YouTube.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start running the overburden just to find out if there's color in it. And if things are looking pretty good, we'll basically have an assembly line per se of a line of buckets full of material ready to be dumped into that hopper.
Right, and we've been working long enough together that just with one person's filling buckets, the other guy's dry washing, and I mean, if more buckets can be filled, we don't get it, just tag team it, keep it going. That's how in our old videos that we're doing 160 buckets a day. I mean, we just keep them rolling, just take turns, switch off, you know.
That's right.
So, I mean, that's what it takes. If you want 20 grams in a weekend, you can't run 6 buckets. It just won't work. You gotta run material and volume.
Yeah.
He who shovels the most is gonna win. So I can already see that I need to tie a weight on the other side.
Okay.
I guess I should have showed people. It's been a long time since I've used this.
The reason he says that is that normally you want to drill a hole
Yeah, I have
dead
holes
center.
in all my other boxes except for this one. I put a hole here and then I tie in the middle. But since I didn't, I only tied here. Basically, this side was shaking. So that's going to cause my gold to kick up. So let's tie another rock on. It's not that hot out. It should be fine. It's not that hot out. Okay, I guess we should try this one more time, see if this works.
All right.
If it doesn't, then what do I do?
What he's doing is he's priming the riffle tray so that the air blows evenly throughout the tray once all the dirt is in there. You don't want to just start throwing your good gold-bearing gravels in there. You want to have your tray primed with material first. But initially, this is good. Everything's even. You've got an even number of your material has small and large rocks, kind of even. It was flowing over evenly on each side. So
The correct way.
and you can see how this is pretty even all the way across.
Yep.
That's really good. If it was all bunched up to one side, you've got some serious problems and you have to fix them.
Yeah, because it's literally going to go in a circle, and it's just going to circle right
out.
Yeah, your gold's just going to keep on going down. It's just going to circle right out. That's why people say dry washers only catch 50%. When honestly, I mean, this one's a good, probably around 90%. Even in damp material, it doesn't matter. Unless you're running it right. I mean, it's so heavy, it just stays in there. The problem of gold we usually have is the fluffy gold and really flat pieces. They just kind of float on everything, and they're big and flat, and they just, like a surfboard, they surf right off.
Yep. You can watch a piece of gold just walk right off the top of the heavies, and it'll just go right in onto the next one and walk right out. It happens.
It does. That's why you say 90%.
Yeah. But most of your gold is dense and round and been water worn and all that.
falls right to the bottom.
It drops right out.
So this is my dead air space right here where the sand's at. So it's basically the sand is the actual what helps hold it in place. I mean, it's an interesting concept. The reason you want that is that air to kick up right there and keep that moving fast, while this is the heavy area, the dropout point, and you know, the gold drops through there and it stays at the very bottom, and it just stays there. I mean, we can go an hour and not do clean outs. I don't have to go 10 buckets and clean out. I'm not worried about too much iron or iron stones. None of that stuff should matter. I mean, if it's running right, it's going to collect.
Excellent.
Because a lot of people spend a lot of time classifying. There's already a classifier right here. We are definitely not going to classify. So whatever there is, it's going on here. And this is my classifier. I don't want to waste time, you know, moving the material more than I have to, especially pre-screening. It's not necessary.
Yep.
Yeah.
It isn't.
It isn't. So. But we're ready to go dry wash. We just need some buckets to run through it, and we're going to try some overburden just to kind of see what we can see.
Okay, folks, we will get back with you later. Well, everyone, we're going to run a 32 bucket overburden sample.
Yeah, look at all this we did.
Yep. So
it's really shallow.
So you can see all the bedrock. This is a huge sweeping inside bend, like I mentioned earlier. And yeah. It is so nice and jagged.
Yeah.
And Boulder Dash, how many pieces do you think you spotted?
Oh, I got them right here.
Oh.
Oh, like 4.
Sometimes
maybe.
we throw them back in the buckets. Sometimes we just throw them in the
back in the buckets, but.
So they're little.
2.
Yep, little micros, and that's the kind of stuff that's in here. And a lot of bigger pickers.
Spied, so.
Yeah, he just specced those on the bedrock. So actually, not even on the bedrock. It was
just on the hard pack.
Yep. So there's a lot of juicy looking old hard pack, kind of an ochre brown color. Yep, reddish. And anyway, the gold's sitting on top of that, and it's also on the bedrock. So anyway, 32 buckets. I've got 2 more to fill up here, but there's 30 there ready to run. And yeah, just like we said earlier, it's like an assembly line.
Yeah.
And
I'll give you buckets and you can keep filling them.
Yep. I'll keep filling buckets while he runs them. And yeah, but at the end of 32, we'll probably pull the trays and see what we're looking at for overburden and see what kind of color we got in it. Okay, so Boulder Dash here just got done running 32 buckets.
In 37 minutes.
37 minutes. And you can see here how even all the material is throughout the tray. That's exactly what you want it to look like. Notice how there's larger rocks and littler rocks, and they're all evenly dispersed.
Yep. And this is full of black sands.
Oh boy.
Pure black sands.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so we're going to vacuum this out, see what kind of color we have for overburden.
See if it's worth running the overburden.
Yeah. We've made a pretty good dent so far. Those are a few of the buckets, and well, pretty much all the buckets, I guess. But
yeah, this is an impressive amount done. And it was pretty cool. Our system is, when I was running this, he kept on filling buckets, and he filled, oh, I don't know, 15 or something buckets more. So it's an incredible amount. So I mean, you know, we've already got a good jump.
Yeah, on the next run.
It's like a teamwork type thing.
Yep. We're pretty confident there's going to be gold in this.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and kept filling overburden buckets, but anyway.
And it's amazing bedrock. Super jaggedy.
Want some advice on buckets, folks? Not all buckets are equal.
So true.
If you want heavier buckets, they're a little stronger, you can go with paint buckets. Paint buckets are super strong.
They're super strong.
Strong handles.
What are these, about 8 years old?
Oh yeah, and they sat out in the desert for probably 4 years.
Yeah, exactly.
And they were stacked up, and I went and got them.
And they're still
good. And they're still working. The handles aren't even breaking.
I didn't even break any handles.
Unbelievable.
And you were filling them really full. My back has been telling me.
Yeah, sorry about that. So we're probably this is probably about a 1 ton, close to a ton sample run.
Yeah, 32 buckets. Yeah.
Close.
Close.
But maybe a few buckets more, and it would be about right.
Which is bad. But yeah, that's quite a bit of color down in there.
Yeah, for the 4th tray, you bet.
So our dry washer, as you can tell, even though it looks good, it's pulling more to one side. So our gold's there. I mean, it's still caught it, and we don't see it further down, but I don't know, we'll have to adjust it and see if we can change that. Nothing big though.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of color in this.
Nice one.
Yeah. Oh, no way!
Wow, look at that thing! Whoa!
Oh, dude!
It's only
That's
red
a
on one
killer
side
piece,
and
man.
clean on the other. Where's your vial?
Wow!
That's awesome.
That's a nice piece of gold.
I think there's something in the overburden for
Throw
sure.
that in there.
Oh, nice
wow!
Like 3/10 of a gram. That was awesome.
God, look at all the color in there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of color.
A lot of color in that corner. Wow, man.
If I can clean it.
What a nice nugget.
Look at this.
What is that? Hematite.
Yeah, there's a pretty good amount down in here.
Yep.
For overburden, that's really good. Gosh, that piece was awesome.
Yeah, that was really nice. It's pretty
Nice
good,
little
man.
chunky pieces in there. This is really heavy gold too. Oh, it's a nice pile down there. Look at all that color.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Nice little batch of gold there.
Sure is. Nothing gigantic.
No? It's okay.
I'm not seeing a lot. Oh, there it is.
Hey.
One little
color
picker.
right in there.
One nice one.
Yeah. There's a bunch of little finds in there.
Yeah, a whole bunch of finds. I'd say maybe a good half gram at least. Got this nice, beautiful piece right there. Look at that sucker.
Hey.
A nice one.
Yeah.
Nugget.
Excellent. Oh, yeah, that's a nice
That's
one.
a nice piece of gold.
Right on.
Definitely a detectable piece. What am I doing, you're asking?
Oh, what are you doing?
Well, we vacuumed this, and it's kind of wise to detect what you vacuum because you can easily miss pieces. So let me give you a good example of this. Somewhere I got a target here. Where'd he go?
Holy buckets.
Right in there. It's quite loud. So I don't know. Maybe it could be lead.
Might even be visible.
I don't see anything.
No.
There was two targets. There's one over here too. Oop, there's one.
One nugget. Look at
See that thing?
Nice little piece too.
Ugh.
Oh, right on. That's a good one.
So that's a piece I missed when I was vacuuming.
Okay folks, we are running our concentrates. All the concentrates from 224 buckets we ran in 2 days. 2
days.
So there they are, there's all the cons. And we're slowly, not all of them, there's a, oh yeah, that is all of them.
My last
so
bucket.
We're running those through the dry washer.
This is how we make a super duper concentrate. It actually works really, really well. So we have about a bucket and a half. We should be able to get it down into a manageable amount.
Yep. You can tell the feed rate's been adjusted to where it's really low. And the amount of air we're putting into the dry washer is also pretty low. Concentrates have a lot of heavies in them, so you got to be really careful with that gold. It'll just walk right out, but if you do it right, most of it should still stay up in the top 3. Most. We will be running it twice, so we're saving it all in this tub,
this bucket,
and that bucket there. So we're going to rerun all that. Because I'm sure there's a little bit in there. Little bit.
Move all that down in there. Oh,
nice.
That's pretty good color. Nice chunky pieces too. There you go.
Oh yeah. Look at all that. Just lined up right in the corner.
So amazing. Good color. Alright. Oh, more gold. Oh, it's everywhere. Look at all that. I don't know if they can see it.
Good grief.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
all
that is loaded. Loaded.
That is loaded. That is no joke. That's some good ground.
Wow.
Oh
my gosh. Holy
what the hell?
smokes, man.
You should run more buckets. Oh,
good
that's a lot of color.
Wow. Dude.
Jeez,
yeah, that's nice.
Oh yeah,
that's a bunch of gold right there.
All the way across.
Yeah.
Just a ton of gold.
Wow.
We got 2 to go.
I know.
Holy
that's
buckets, man. Wow. Alright, let's see what this one does. Oh, there's so many pieces. Those folks can see that. Look at all that color.
Oh, I know.
Holy
I think so.
Fuck.
That is up.
Sucked it all up on that.
Whoops.
Oh,
no way!
Jeez! Holy crap! Look at all that.
That is a bunch of gold right there.
Probably like 2 days.
Good grief.
Oh my gosh! Look at that.
Dang.
Oh, a nice piece of gold. Dang!
Leave that like that.
So you can get a picture?
Yeah, I want to get a picture.
There's another big one.
If we can do this one.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Oh man, this thing's gonna be.
It's gold all the way on the right. Oh! Get rid of these ironstones. Oh my goodness, there is so much color in there.
There is a pile of gold. Just imagine how much has already been sucked up in the vacuum.
Right.
Oh boy, look at that. Wow.
That's a bunch of color, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't even guess.
Wow.
So much I can't get it all out. It's actually more in the second one.
That is awesome.
It's a pretty good
Right
color.
on. That's pretty good.
It's a pretty good claim.
Yeah, it is a pretty good claim.
Jeez.
I don't know, I kind of hate to sell it.
Yeah.
Wow. I'd be probably willing to accept some offers though, that's for sure. What is this? That's like a crystal. Like
Yeah, it looks like a
garnet or a wolfenite?
tangerine tourmaline.
Oh, that's that one mineral. You know what? This is kind of one of the larger ones I've seen. I'm gonna put it in my pocket. It's for good luck.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of gold. Very nice. Well, there you have it, folks. Here's all everything we dug up. You can see the tailings pile from the 151. That's pretty typical. We ran 224 buckets. So that's a pretty massive tailings pile. And you can see the header pile here. And that's all the rock that comes off the Grizzly. So, yeah, it was quite an effort. 224 buckets, 2 days, and I'm not sure on the gold take yet. So, we will see. work on my posture too.
Right.
So
you're just tired from 24 buckets.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was over the course of 2 days. We dry washed, we ran 224 buckets through that 151.
Yep.
And if you didn't know it, my name's Adam.
I'm Boulder Dash.
And we're out here in the central Arizona goldfields doing a little dry washing for you. That was fun.
It was hot.
Hope you enjoyed all the tips.
Yeah, those tips were great. You know, it took us years and years of experience for all that stuff. So, you know, and for like example of this time, we ran the overburden and it paid really well. So, you know, some places when you guys go test, just run your overburden. If it's not that great, just shovel it out of the way, take the good stuff off bedrock, and, you know, make sure you vacuum really clean. Just, it's got to be really clean.
Very important.
Otherwise, it'll be like me, and I missed like, I think like 7 nuggets off the bedrock. So don't tell anybody, but I was a little embarrassed. But, you know, you can't get them all, but that's why they make metal detectors.
So we weren't able to pan it all out and see everything right away. Right now, we're weighing up some of the pickers and some of the fines, and we're very conservatively looking at about probably totaling out around 17 grams for 2 days.
So let's hopefully hit that number, because that's really good wages. I mean,
yeah,
honestly, it wasn't even 2 full days of dry washing. We actually kind of cut out of there a little earlier, and if you took the time wise, you know, but still, it's just, I don't know how many times people go out and they don't find 17 grams in 2 days with 2 guys.
I don't know how much this spot would be worth to someone, like what, 10, 12, 13 grand?
Yeah,
I have
this
no
is
idea.
a really good claim that we're on. You know, it's we've been coming here for a while now and have found many ounces.
Yeah,
some big ones.
Yeah,
some
I'm
1 ounces.
I might even entertain a couple offers. Who knows?
Yeah,
but,
we have been thinking about selling this claim, so you guys have your own proof right now that that's what came out of the ground, and obviously you can go take a look for yourself. So
anyway, so best of luck in all your prospecting adventures. Please like and subscribe, keep your coils on the ground, and we'll see you next time.